Good morning to my marvellous year one on this magnificent Monday morning where we will be doing some super maths. And we're going to be carrying on with fractions this week. And in your packs, you will find these 4 sheets. So you need to go and grab these, as well as some scissors, a glue stick, and a pencil. And then we'll be ready to start our lesson. For our first activity today, we are going to be playing a bit of a fractions game. So what you're going to need to do is cut this out first. You might need an adult to help you around all these little bits here that stick together to make a dice. Okay, so I'm going to go and do that now, and I'll come back and explain how to play the game. Woohoo! So you can get an adult to help you cut out your shape, fold it together and stick it together to make a fractions dice. And then we're ready to play our game. What you may also need for this game is some counters or something to cover the shapes. Because what we're going to do is, our game is, we're going to roll our dice and we're going to see what fraction it lands on. So we have 1/2, 1/4, or 1 whole. Because remember, this bottom number tells us how many parts. That's 1 part, 2 parts, 4 parts, and this top number tells us how many parts of that are coloured in. So that means 1 part out of 2 is coloured in. Okay? So what I want you to do then is you take it in turns. You're going to need to play with someone at home. You're going to take it in turns and you're going to roll your dice. So I've got 1/2. And then on your sheet, you need to find and cover with your counter a shape that is showing 1/2. So I'm going to go for this. That has got 1/2. Then it's going to be the other person's go. So I'm going to this side. Roll my dice. Oh, so this one is showing that there is 1 part and all of it is coloured in. So that's a whole. That fraction is a whole. So have I got a whole? Or I have my circle's a whole. So I'm going to put my counter on there. So we're going to go back to this side. Have another go. Oh, this time, perfect. Look, I have a 1/4. So that means our shape's been cut into 4 equal parts and one of them is coloured in. I have this one over here. Okay, I want you to keep playing and see who wins, who can fill up all their shapes first. If you roll your dice and you've covered all your shapes that have got that fraction on, goes to the other person. See who can complete their grid first, so they can cover all their shapes first with counters, and you can play a couple of times if you want. See who's going to be the winner. So the red team won my game. Who's going to win your game at home? For our main activity today, year one, we're going to be looking at this sheet. And is it 1/2? Is it 1/2? What do we mean by 1/2? So a 1/2 is 2. So an object split into 2 equal pieces. Okay, and to be 1/2, we need to have one of those 2 pieces. Okay, so at the bottom, you can see we've got some shapes and they're shaded in colour. And we have 2 boxes here. So we have a 1/2 box and this box says not 1/2. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to cut out these shapes. So some more cutting today and put them on which side. So whether they're a 1/2 or if it's not a 1/2. Okay, so you have to be really careful with some of these shapes, because it can be a bit tricky trying to catch you out. But I know you guys are really smart and it's really hard to catch you out. So cut your shapes out. The ones that are showing half go on this side. The ones that don't show half and are showing something else go on this side. And if that's a bit too easy for you, because you guys are really smart, have a go at drawing some of your own shapes that show half or not half. Okay, I'm going to have a go now and see if it catches me out, because it might do, and draw my own shapes. See how you get on doing the rest of the shapes, and we can have a check and see if we got them all in the right place this afternoon in our Zoom meeting. All right, guys, bye for now.